Eric Rosenberg, MedicareNationwide.com. A lot of times people, when they talk about Medicare supplement plan, they go, oh, you mean the one that pays the 20%? You're on a Medicare supplement plan, right? And Medicare pays the 80%. And then there's you pay, it's not insurance deductible, it's Medicare's deductible. It's $240 for 2024. And will go up a little bit every year. You know, the government sets that, not the insurance companies. It's Medicare's deductible. It's a calendar year deductible. If your birthday's in December, watch out, because you might, I don't know, be able to prevent a visit, or if that was in your strategy. The supplement plan pays the 20% after the $240 deductible. What the heck's a deductible? It means that you owe the money to your providers until you reach $240. If you only spend $100 at the physician's office, or maybe you had a visit that hit the $240. Once you reach $240, you owe the 20%. Now, here's where things get a little bit more interesting when it comes to the supplement plan. It doesn't just cover the 20% of your bills, okay? And we're not talking about a Medicare Advantage in this video, okay? If you don't know the differences between all that, you're going to need to watch more videos. I'm only focusing on, in this video, about what a supplement plan covers. So it covers the 20% for Part B, which is medical. Part A, it covers serious hospital costs that you have within a 60-day window. If you go to the hospital, you have a deductible. All right, I told you what the deductible meant. It means that you owe money. You owe money before your insurance kicks in. You owe $1,632 in 2024, and I'll come out with a new video in 2025 with the new prices. But for now, it's $1,632 for Part A, deductible, for 60 days. What happens if you come back after 60 days? If you go to the hospital, and then the next month you go to the hospital, you don't owe another deductible. But what happens if you go to the hospital, and then 3 months later you go to the hospital, you could owe that deductible again? The supplement plan is going to cover that. But what happens if you're in the hospital for more than 60 days? I don't know why you would be either in a coma, maybe you got long COVID, there's a new bubonic plague, and everybody's in the hospital for a long time. But I guess what happens, right? And if you are, though, days 61 to 90 in 2024, it's $408 a day. Days 91 to 150, now, I don't know why you're in the hospital that long. It's probably not fun, but it's $816 a day. This is without a supplement plan. If you had a supplement plan, all that's covered. People talk about, oh, I need the supplement plan for the 20%. And then people say to me, 20%, that's all it's covering? I don't need it. I've paid in a certain amount. How much have I really gotten back in benefit? And they don't even realize that it's covering the hospital. It's more than just covering your 20%, the supplement plans. It's covering all these major hospital costs. There's $860 copayment per each lifetime reserve day after day 90 for each benefit period, okay? And that's from days 91 to days 150. And then there's a lifetime reserve days are days a beneficiary may use after they have been in an inpatient hospital for 90 days. A beneficiary has 60 such days to use in their lifetime. They're giving you these extra lifetime reserve days, okay? Beyond lifetime reserve days, if you've been in the hospital for more than that, you're going to pay all the costs, whatever it is. And supplement plans are notorious for covering you for 365 days. And then after that, nothing's going to cover you. It's amazing that we have to talk about this, because that's pretty long time in the hospital. I got to imagine you're in coma, if that's the case. And I don't even know if they keep you in the hospital when you're in a coma, or if you ever go back home. But that's probably not going to be applicable to a lot of people. But it is good to know how one of the purposes of this video is to explain the escalating costs of Part A and the co-payments, and how without a supplement plan, you have nothing that caps it. Okay. One of the nice things about Medicare Advantage plans actually is that if you go to the hospital, you don't have, well, if you can't afford a supplement plan to pay the insurance premium, they typically don't have such as large co-payments. It might still be obviously feel large to you, I mean, depending on your income or how you're feeling about that. But some of these Medicare Advantage plans have pretty costs for such things. It's good to know the differences in those types of expenses. Should you not want to buy a supplement, another would be to check out the Medicare Advantage plans, because you don't want to be on the hook for all these hospital expenses and all the 20% when you would be better served. I would imagine just being in a network of doctors on a Medicare Advantage plan and seeing that the costs are much lower should you need care, assuming you don't want to buy the supplement insurance. Because with Medicare Advantage plans, you're not buying additional insurance. You're just agreeing to a network of doctors. So hopefully that kind of clears up things for you. This video is kind of tailored to a lot of people who don't see the purpose in buying insurance. I always feel like one of my videos could definitely speak to, and I might start off with a certain video, and then I realize that I could talk about a lot of other different things. Even if you're starting off one of my videos and it might not be necessary applicable to your particular situation, I might end up talking a lot about things that might be relevant to you. Maybe hang in there if you're like the topic, just want to learn about insurance, a lot of people in your circle, okay, you could be helping them, because there's not a lot of people like me that are out there informing the public on all these things. And everybody in your circle, I mean, friends and family, they're all different situations, and a lot of them would rather do anything but look at their insurance. And it may just come to be that you're the responsible one, or you're the informative one, and you learn of their situation one day and you'd be like, yeah, I remember watching a video that talked about how Medicare Part A costs go up, and you should at least get into a Medicare Advantage plan. Maybe don't just be on original Medicare. Maybe you should look at that option. And then maybe you'll remember that it was MedicareNationwide.com, and I'm an independent broker, Eric Rosenberg. And feel free to reach out to me should you hang on to my contact information, and that way you not only remember these things, but you remember where you heard them from. All right, so anyway, stay tuned for more videos if you find these helpful, and thank you all for tuning in to the end. Have a good day.
Don't go on your Medicare journey alone. Give us a call for a lifetime of support from a 5-star rated agency.